How to pick a good airsoft gun. Airsoft guns come in different styles and sizes, so it can be a tad confusing when it's time to get one for yourself. As always, in our bid to make things easier for you, we have put together this comprehensive guide to show you how to pick a good airsoft gun. In this video, you will get to see some of the best airsoft guns that will give you an edge over your opponents. That being said, there are airsoft guns specifically designed for a user's level of experience. So, as a beginner or an expert, you should know what will be good for you. Steps for choosing the best airsoft guns. If you want to get a high-quality airsoft gun, then follow these steps. Step 1. Ask questions. Because not all gun types will suit your preference and serve you well. You would have to deliberately pick a weapon that you are comfortable with. Amidst all the noise regarding what type of weapon best suits the airsoft game, the airsoft community has rules and guidelines you would still need to follow. To get the best option, you may need to ask the following questions. Can I handle hardcore guns? For pretty small operations, miniguns and lightweight weapons are the most sought after. Whatever the case may be, airsoft players are encouraged to have a diversified arsenal. This is because, during an airsoft game, you will need all the necessary accessories and weapons to aid your performance and ultimately increase your productivity. So, if you are looking at getting a cheap and convenient weapon, a pistol should suffice. You can get it at a local chain store near you. What will I use my airsoft gun for? As a newbie, backyard games and target practice are good ways to hone your skills. Also, practicing the airsoft game with friends can be helpful. Interestingly, airsoft games are usually played by players in a team. The whole idea is to build a strong community of players who understand the importance of teamwork. And as long as you are in a team, you may be assigned a role. Leader, auxiliary. As a leader or assistant shooter, you will need an automatic gun with a long barrel to aid your operation. This role requires that you clear the area before leading your squad inside, which will require you to shoot continuously and rapidly. For this role, a powerful AEG should do the job. Sniper, designated markers. Getting a sniper role is quite exhilarating. On the one hand, you get to feel the excitement. On the other hand, you are faced with eliminating the top players of the opposing team. Considering you are carrying out such a dangerous mission, you will need to set your camouflage skills into motion. This role demands that you can fire from pretty far positions while you are still able to hit your target. A long-range sniper rifle with telescopic sight is best suited for the job. Support gunner. For a support shooter, any weapon that gives you a reasonable shooting rate should suffice. Since you will be shooting continuously at your opponent, you will need a long barrel gun. You can carry along a handgun or a saw-style gun as a backup. What is the cost of the gun? The prices of airsoft guns vary from place to place, depending on your location and the type of gun you want. So, draw out your budget, attend to the most important on your list, and make sure you are settling for a pretty decent weapon. What is magazine capacity? How much shooting will you be doing? Remember that airsoft guns are exact replicas of real-world firearms. For some reason, they have distinct abilities to do what real-life weapons can do. So, just like real war, you need to go into the battlefield with as much ammunition as possible. You will need a gun with large capacity magazines. The magazines should be able to serve you well before running out so that you don't have to load your BBs a little too often. Depending on the role you are also given, you may not need too much ammunition. What is the FPS range of the gun? FPS feet per second is used to determine the BB's velocity when it is shot out of an airsoft gun. A lot of factors can affect FPS. However, on a general note, FPS is greatly affected by the power of the airsoft gun and the weight of the BBs. Lightweight BBs of about 20 gram is the standard for the game. What style of gun do I want? Next, you would have to decide on the type of weapon you want. There are many airgun families you can choose from. Depending on what best suits your preference, you can simply go for a weapon under the AK and M16, R15 families. Step 2. Which type of airsoft gun should I go for? Since there are varieties of airsoft guns in the market, you want to do your research and settle for the best. Some essential qualities you should be looking out for are velocity, distance, FPS range, cost-effectiveness, and usability. Basically, every airsoft rifle acts the way they look. If you are purchasing an airsoft gun resembling a sniper firearm, bear in mind that the gun will snipe. An assault firearm will have automatic and semi-automatic operations. Having this in mind would help you in your search. Step 3. Where can you airsoft guns? The internet has made it easier to purchase materials online. So, if you cannot drive down to a local chain store, simply pick up your phone and order the weapon of your choice. Some online shopping platforms for your airsoft guns are Airsplat. Airsplat is an online platform that deals with the sales of airsoft guns and accessories. They sell a wide range of airsoft guns, having different sizes and usability techniques. Shorty USA. Shorty USA is a legalized airsoft shop for popular airsoft brands. They are best known to offer the best prices for AEGs and quality CO2. Their fast delivery policy makes the offer even juicier. Avike. This site is equipped with a user-friendly interface that enables you to find any accessory without much hassle. They offer quality and relatively cheap items. Airsoft GI. Since the launch of the Airsoft GI toys, Airsoft GI quickly became America's #1 retail store for airsoft ammunition and accessories. This site is managed by airsoft players who desire to help other airsoft players. These airsoft players have garnered experiences equivalent to 50 years of playing airsoft. They have laudable customer service, but their prices are a little on the high side. However, if you are looking for quality and credibility, this site is the one for you. Also, try your best to avoid sites that root for a particular brand or line of products. A good location is supposed to be objective and not subjective. However juicy you think their judgment is, avoid them. Lastly, check out customers' reviews. Checking out reviews will give you more insight into the particular weapon you plan on purchasing. In some cases, users make use of the rating method. So, go online, check out the product's rating, and make your choice. You do not want to spend a lot of money on anything that wouldn't give you value in return. Step 4. Accessories. We cannot overemphasize the importance of airsoft accessories. Veteran players testify that the performance of an airsoft player largely depends on his gear and accessories. Because all airsoft games do not apply the same principle for operation. You will need to understand the kind of accessories you will need. Scopes. First, get yourself acquainted with the types of airsoft games and the rules that apply to them. An outdoor field loadout differs from a CQB loadout. Since the CQB airsoft takes place in secluded places and tight corners, the game is considered fast-paced. So, your gear and ammunition have to be in correspondence to that. Get an airsoft gun that is flexible and can accommodate enough BBS. Optic sights and scopes are wonderful ways to zero in on your target from a hiding position. Protective gear will keep you from sustaining fatal injuries during the game. Optic scopes are essential accessories for airsoft guns. Scopes are illuminated optic sights specially designed to help you see far and ultimately change your target game. Unlike the telescope, the optic scope is built with a reticle that helps you aim your gun. The reticle is unarguably the most important part of the scope. Without the reticle, the scope is just an ordinary telescope. Other parts of the scope include the objective lens, the ocular lens, the turrets, which help you to adjust windage and elevation, zoom and parallax adjustments. For better user experience, you may want to get a scope mount so you can view your target from a hidden position without getting noticed. Lasers. Lasers are supplementary tools to aid your aiming. However, they must be utilized responsibly. A major drawback to lasers is that they are easily obstructed by objects. They veer off the line of fire immediately. They come in contact with a solid object. Flashlights. Purchasing a tactical flashlight can be quite expensive. So before you are buying one, you need to know how often you would be using it. Most airsoft players' responses are, they do not plan on playing the game at night. In essence, they would not necessarily need a flashlight. However, we cannot completely rule out the effect a tactical flashlight adds to weapons aesthetics. Most airsoft players purchase this tool to enhance beauty. But, if you plan on using yours quite often, we recommend you get a mini mag light. The mini mag light comes with long-lasting batteries and an adjustable cone angle that fits well in a scope mount. Don't go away. Stay put for part 2. Click on the link in the description box below to view part 2 of this awesome video. If you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell so you'll know once we post a new video. Also, drop a comment below so we can know your thoughts. Finally, don't forget to check the description below for more details and visit our site www.zimairsoft.com for more awesome airsoft content like this.